Sorry, my mic's been muted this whole time. Okay, can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello? Okay, can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello? Okay, cool. Alright, let's, Panda's never happy these days. She ain't ever happy. Alright. It'll take me a little power nap. Little her falling asleep earlier. Getting up early and going to the gym. Ain't sleepy. Here we go. Well, now, there's a famished face if I ever seen one. What can I get you, E-Rock? Calibri, please. Oh ho, bird meat from the hunt, you say? Leave it to me, I have just the recipe. It's a new dish I recently learned from some sailors, and for you lot, it's on the house. Have as much as you like, you hear? It's the least y'all can do since I saved the whole world and stuff, you know?
Come, come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together. I'd heard that Charlayan cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
I heard that too.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft?
He
It's
been
not like
soft.
we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
He being soft, don't play. She gone.
According to Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in Razadhan after a traveller ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice.
Weren't we a part of that?
So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Sharlayan.
Interesting.
It's nothing I can't handle.
She's been acting like this whole time. It's okay. It's okay.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
There he goes again.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to
I was
criticize.
just saying the same thing.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
That's what I said. Are you older brother or something?
Aye, been Steve since we were little.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
That's rude.
I see. I see.
He's making it awkward for everyone.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Well,
Wow.
if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our
He's
homeland
really switched
instead.
it up. He's been being kind of...
Since ancient times, many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
Dawn Servant.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy.
Hey, you have a father with two heads.
Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to
Two
rule.
different personalities in one body? Or one personality, he just has 2 heads? You know what I'm saying? One person, 2 heads, or is it 2 persons?
A man who is too ambitious by half. Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war. I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it.
He's like, I'm trying to win. She's like, I'm trying to win.
The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad
Who
cultures.
cares?
And there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies.
She's like, I don't care. I'm trying to win. I need the best.
That's why I sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well. And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tuliolal?
Tuliolal? Tuliolal? Why? Why Japanese people always trying to use these hard words for everybody?
You don't need to decide right this moment. But I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
Yeah, you can be here for about
That's
6
very
months.
kind of you.
About 6 real life months.
Oh, and one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
Maybe even 9. Yoshi P said summer is when it releases, so who knows when that's gonna be. That's crazy. Anywho, whether Wuklamat has the makings of ruler, I couldn't say. But I do know that she deeply cares for her nation and her people. Yeah, she doesn't seem all that, ruler, leader-ish. Whether you choose to help her, though, is for you and you alone to decide. Think on it well. Now then, it's past time I reported our mission success to the guild ship. I would have done so sooner, except Her Highness needed to have her royal meal. I shall come by the annex later. Till then. Alright then, broski. Coming dawn. Well, I dare say we now have a fair grasp of Wuklamat's situation. Still, you've been afforded time to consider her invitation. Why not use it to learn more about Tural? Numenon is bound to have some information on the continent. So it would hurt to be better informed. Just the thought of burying myself in books is making me feel sleepy. Yeah, I'm already sleepy. We're talking about mysterious lands and unknown wonders here. I'm confident we'll find reports of thrilling as to drive any thoughts of napping from your mind. Come, my friend, let us be off to the archives. Oh, I'm sleepy. I want to learn stuff about the place. I'm gonna end up having to take a break and take a nap again. The only chance I get to, hey, look, it's Pudding Way. I just get to record in pieces while everyone is asleep. So, hold up. Oh, I guess I need to go inside, don't I? Tripping. Blue covered book. Oh god. Origin of blue magic can be traced back to the esoteric practices of the Waliki, a tribe in the distant continent of Taral. The tribe holds nature in the highest and is seeking to cultivate a spiritual connection with it. They have learned to harness the power of the wildlife around them. In exchange for teaching them the common tongue, I was permitted to live among them and train in their ways. Those days were some of the most grueling I remember, but they were tremendously rewarding. For instance, I had the privilege of visiting Lapsus Canyon, the tribe's sacred grounds. It is so named for the cerulean deposits that well up to the surface, turning the entire canyon a brilliant blue. Under a shaman's watchful eye, I finally managed to master the Waliki's art and make the animal's powers my own. As no name existed for it in the common tongue, I took the liberty of naming it Blue Magic. The reason I chose this color, as you will have doubtless gleaned, is for the significance it holds to the Waliki. I cannot think of a name more fitting to honor the people from whom this noble magic was born. I have to read how many books? This wouldn't be a big deal if I wasn't sleepy. That's actually pretty cool about the blue mage though. Rifling through materials, are you? Leather-bound book. Let's begin by comparing the geographical characteristics of the three great continents in Taral. The former stretches from east to west and lies entirely within the northern hemisphere. In contrast, the latter extends to the far reaches of both northern and southern hemispheres, and a difference immediately presents itself in the form of climate variance. Shifts in climate tend to be gentler when moving east and west, but harsher when moving north and south. Owing to this fact, longitudinal migration is far more common in history, whether it be by men, animals, or plants. A case in point is the Alligans, who rose to power in Aldenar before advancing east into Isambard. Their movement would be mirrored thousands of years later by the Garleans. Meanwhile, though the disparate tribes of Taral waged war with one another for generations, stymied by the climate, none could make any great headway north or south. Tribes hailing from frozen lands weathered beneath the desert sun, while those that thrived in open plains could not pierce dense jungle. Such was the way of it, until the leader of the Mamlujah succeeded in bringing the continent under one banner. Given the land's divided history and the reason thereof, one cannot help but be in awe of this feat. Truly, it's a testament to Atark's greatness. Atark. I think I hear people talking. I wonder if some people woke up. Every land has given rise to unique wildlife, and the continent of Taral is no exception. Yet while Some of her creatures have become a familiar sight in Eorzea. Many and more exist that are rarely seen this side of the Indigo Deep. This tome introduces a select variety of species as described in testimonies of sailors and adventurers. Alpaca, accustomed to Tural's craggy mountain ranges, this four-legged beastkin has been domesticated for seemingly hundreds, if not thousands of years. Their soft white fleece is highly prized by weavers, while their strong legs and sure-footedness make them capable beasts of burden. Wyvern. This ferocious skeleton is native to the dense jungles of Tural. The Memlojaw have succeeded in taming them and utilize their prodigious strength for manual labor. Given their immense size and power, it should come as no surprise that Wyvern is also employed as a siege beast. Enemy fortifications cannot long withstand this horned brute's rampage. Valagarmont, I hear little footsteps in the background. Turali folklore holds that this bird-like creature is the mightiest of beasts and the very embodiment of nature power. Whether it exists beyond the myth, however, is uncertain. I hear little footsteps. It's impossible to happily discuss Eorz's cuisine. Okay, this is about food, I don't care. Scour the library to satisfaction. Have you? Excellent. Well, there are few books wholly dedicated to the subject of Tural. I dare say you've found tidbits of useful information scattered here and there. Well, come, let's continue this outside. The Mimics do not take kindly to chatter. Now then, I'm quite keen to hear your honest impressions. I couldn't help but notice that we read the very same book on cuisine. I was pleasantly surprised to find references to Tural within. Among them, did anything in particular pique your interest? The one book I skipped, he asked about. Ketenram? Who's that? Oh yes, around the Mitzi explorer who traversed the Indigo Deep and discovered the unknown West. His accomplishments didn't end there. He traveled Tural extensively and even forged a friendship with Dawn Servant. If we were able to meet Ketenram, what things we could learn. Alas, all of this happened nigh 80 years ago. Damn. But moving on, did you perchance learn aught about the fauna of Tural? Given your adventuring background, I expect the topic would interest you. Wyvern seemed interesting. Ah yes, the great horned beasts kept by the Memlojaw who unleashed them on fortified positions to devastating effect. That reminds me, I recall hearing that a few specimens were brought to Vilbra not long ago. Perhaps it's possible to see them on the island. Thought I heard familiar voices. Fancy running into the two of you here. Well, have some research of your own, do you? Aye, we hope to arm ourselves with knowledge that may benefit the Garlean people. Having forged a new trade agreement with Razan Han, they will next look to foster relations with other nations. This includes former imperial provinces. In view of this, we hope to find hints in history on how neighbors of differing races and ideologies might engage with one another. And what are the two of you? What endeavors bring you here this day? Tural. I think I hear Asher. That may be Journey. Nation composed of the disparate peoples of Tural. I dare say this is precisely the kind of example we seek. We do well to read up on Tuliolal ourselves. And trying to read the stuff for this next expansion. All these words. The contest. Is Iraq the only one allowed to help Wuk-Lamat? There was no mention of such restrictions as I recall. On the contrary, Wuk-Lamat gave us the impression that she could have several champions. I think I know how to make the most of our respite. Follow me, Alphino. We have plenty to do. Alizé, wait. It would seem our plans have changed, if you'll excuse me. They never could rest on their laurels. Come, let's return to the annex. Grahatia. What's wrong with you?
Oh, it's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story.
And why is that?
What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Wuk-Lamat's request?
I never say no to a new adventure. I'm still undecided, to be honest. I'd rather not get involved in politics.
Ha! I thought you might say that. With an intrepid attitude such as yours, I believe all shall be well. Be it the contest or something else, there will be many trials for you to overcome at your destination. But in the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you'll surely find a way forward. That's what adventurers do, is it not? Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenor.
Numenor?
The experiences to be had. All the things you might hear, feel, and think.
Don't be using Highland words.
It's enough to stir me to the core.
Hear, feel, think.
Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another. Ah, but there's an idea. I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
Young Thancred. In the words of Katara, Therence. Welcome, Master. There's the chambers. You like you can go and fetch them for you? Hi. Understood. Please wait in the main hall. Okay, now for sure here, Asher.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it. Excellent. You'll be compensated for your troubles, of course. But I dare say your time in Tural will be its own reward.
You're not planning to leave without us, are you?
Yes, I am planning on that.
Alphinaud, Alisaie! What are you two doing here?
We happened to cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wuklamat. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Erenville as toads.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that.
That's funny.
First impressions last.
"'Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphinaud Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alisaie."
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do. We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliyollal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable. They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers, and spare them grisly deaths. I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was. Still, I can't help but worry about being away just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
You have nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
But, Raha...
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
Thank you, Raha.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
I suppose now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora. There. This, my friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loporrits. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies. The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
Woot. They playing my music. What? That's Kratos. Told y'all. I like the art though. This happened with Shadowbringers too. That's my song too. Oh, look at little bitty Cryo. Hey, Stola. Girl right there. She's probably my favorite. Outside of Thinking. Oh, Stydian though, he the favorite too. Oh. Thancred! My turn! That's funny. Urianger. Tataru! She's like, check out my duds. Check out the cut of my jib. I Mother Crystal. Xenos. You gone, huh? You gone, bruh? You gone, bruh? You gone, bruh? I like Xenos. Hey. Atmos. By the way, I like Zero. I wish we could have kept her. Song. Hey. Alright, I'm skipping the rest of it. Did I miss anything? I hope nothing happened at the end of that. Lest you wonder about your passage to Tudal, Ironville will arrange a ship through his guild. You need only worry about your own preparations. Speaking of which, please take this with you. A rugged and ready knapsack. May it serve you well on your coming adventures. Now, I'm not sure when departure will be, but rest assured I'll let you know when I hear something. Till then, please take your ease. See you in 6 months, practically. Probably 9 months. As far as Final Fantasy goes, 14 goes. We will be live streaming, God willing, FF7 Rebirth next month.
When does the next ship set sail?
May I ask your destination?
The north and east, I've already seen. I suppose I'll head west this time.
West, you say?
Justinian going before us?
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
But to think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
Huh?
Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
What? We gotta fight each other?
If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition. Though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel.
Aye. This will be a mission to remember. Come, my friend. We make for Tural.
Hey.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty?
And this is the part I was talking about. The very part.
Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north? The fabled golden cities of the New World.
We anchor now, the tide is high, and the dawn of a new adventure nigh. Row forth to break horizons bond and tread the... Oh. Cool. By the way, guys, I finally finished. Let's see, where's it at? This. Yeah, I think I still got one more part to do, but yeah, finish this. Anywho. Alright, well, guess we will see you all in somewhere from 6 to 9 months as far as the new expansion goes. So, appreciate y'all watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye for now.